Well, hey, man, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's go ahead and get into the latest episode of Love Island. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into some things. I feel like this episode, it was still boring, but at the same time, it was cute to kind of see them reunite with their families. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit of sentimental. It was cute because we got to be honest. These people been here day in, day out for what, like a month and a half now. They've been there away from their families, probably haven't really had much communication, very, very limited communication, obviously, based on their reactions to the family. So it was cute to see them, you know what I'm saying, come together. But let's go ahead and get into some things. So Cory pulls Kira to the side. He wants to have a conversation with her, okay? Cory thinks that the tweets from the previous day is what's continuing to bother Miss Kira, okay? Kira tells him that she was talking to the girls, okay, and they were talking to her about Will and how they may, see a different side of him than what she actually sees, okay? She feels as though the information she has from Casa Amor was a bit sugar coated, okay? She tells him, the information that she knows based on what Will has told her, okay? So Kira is concerned about them actually being committed outside of the house. And I'm like, it took you this long to really get to that place. And I guess it's still good, better late than never, to find out how committed y'all are going to be, because I wasn't seeing it at all, okay? Cory tells her that hurt is inevitable and he pretty much wants her to continue to put herself out there or whatever. What else did I write? I wrote that Kira is afraid of asking Will if he wants a real committed relationship, because I think deep down inside, Kira knows that he doesn't. And I think that's why she was so afraid to really go to him and ask him, what are you trying to do with me? What are your intentions? How far do you want to take this? I think she was afraid because this situation for her is very, very familiar. Being in a situationship, wanting it to elevate beyond, and it doesn't technically, okay? Because that's not where the guy's trying to go with her. All right. And she kind of sees that repeating with Will, but we're going to keep going. So Will goes over to talk. Kira goes over to talk to Will. Kira speaks to him about looking for love and a real committed relationship. That's the reason why she came into Love Island. She asked him about whether or not he's trying to have like a real committed relationship. This man tells her, yeah. He says, yes, but I'm still working on myself. I'm like, what kind of work is you doing? What kind of work are you doing, Will? Tell America, what additional work are you doing? You already treating this woman like she's your girlfriend. You're already having some type of, I guess, a loyalty since Casa Amor, since she was in the hot water. Okay. You doing everything a boyfriend needs to do. So why would you not want to give her the title now? That's what I'm a little confused about. Talk about you need to continue to work on yourself. I was like, Kira, run, Kira, run. Okay. I wanted Kira to run. Okay. He tells her that he doesn't need a label. He says, basically, he's like, we don't have to move too fast. This is something where we don't have to rush it. He tells her, what else does he tell her? Like, we don't really need a label, right? So then she says she doesn't need a label either. I said, bitch, why are you lying? Why are you trying to go along with? See, this is where you F up in relation or trying to get a relationship, because you're not being honest about what it is that you truly want. Okay, you're going along so that you can continue to feel what it is that you feel. And I don't understand that. Okay, he's leading you nowhere. The least he can do, and I feel like he owes that to you after he showed his eyes in Casa Amor, to keep it real with you about where he's trying to take this situation y'all got going on. This man said he don't want no title. And she says, well, I just want to know that, we're loyal to each other. Because like if you go out with your boys and a girl approach you, like I want to make sure that you're going to tell her no. And I'm like, he may tell her no a few times, and then it's going to be that one time somebody else going to show up and he probably going to be like, yeah, I'm here. Okay, he ain't got no girlfriend. So, I don't know, girl. Maybe it's damned if you do and damned if you don't. But either way, good luck. Okay. Trina and Olivia. Trina can see Olivia and Cory lasting a long time. I said, Trina, why are you lying? Why is you lying? Y'all just be telling Olivia whatever y'all want her to hear, huh? Okay, y'all be over there acting like Will. Is that what it is? Y'all be over there acting like Will, telling Kira whatever she want to hear, and you over here just telling Olivia whatever it is she wants to hear. You really can see her and Cory lasting outside of the villa. Girl, stop lying. So Trina ends up overhearing her mom, talking her family. She goes over there, greets the family and stuff. This is when it got sentimental for me. When Andre comes to sit down and meet her family and his daughter pops on the screen. That little girl is so cute. And just the interaction that he had with her, I was like, oh my God. Like, imagine that. He's away from his child, so I mean, it was just such a cute moment between the two of them. I really like seeing that. I really like seeing his mom and how she kept complimenting Trina on her beauty and stuff like that. I just really thought that was so sweet. Loved it. What else happened? Atlanta and Charlie, she was just crying all over the place when she saw her family. Of course, her family liked her dad met Charlie and gave him some good advice. I think he told Charlie he was a good looking man, honey. I was like, I guess I'll give you that, daddy, but don't be sitting up here trying to act like you ain't been seeing the bullshit of Charlie. But I guess, all right. So he just tells him to take his time. Love takes time and stuff, and all that other BS he was over there spewing, honey. We get to Charlie mama and auntie. If Charlie mama ain't a black mama, I don't know what is. Okay, she don't care about none of that. And I'm your biggest fan, period. And I got your back. If America ain't got it, I got it. Okay, hear me. I'ma always be here. Okay. Hey, Atlanta, you are so cute, girl. You are a cutie pie. I'm really glad that he chose you. I am. And I was like, well, what would you have said if it would have been Cash? Would you still be glad? I'm gonna believe that you would have been glad if it was Cash, okay? And I want to believe that you're at a place as his mom that wants a grandchild, period. Regardless of who the woman is, I want to believe that you're at a place where you just want him to bring in some children into this house, okay? And stop being the thought model that he is, okay? So I understand where the mama was coming from, okay? So I can appreciate it. Charlie kind of looks like his mom just a little bit. I was like, okay, I can see that. He kind of looks like his mom just a little bit. What else happened? No, you know what? With Atlanta, I don't even think that lady was her mom. I think that was her dad and I guess his wife or something. What else did we see? Kira concerned about her family not approving of him. And I'm like, are you talking about your whole family or just your daddy? Like, what was it? Okay. She says if her family sees that it's not going to work out, then she knows that they are right. Well, Kira, I disagree. I think that the heart wants what the heart wants. I feel like you're going to follow the tune of your own beats or whatever. Like, I don't think that you 100% care about what your family is going to say. I think you'll be at a place where you're going to create an excuse no matter what to be with Will. That's what I think is going to happen over there. Okay. Bailey and family. Okay. Bailey, first of all, Bailey got a twin. I said a twin sister, but of course I think they're fraternal. I don't think they're identical at all. Okay. Her family asked her about how she feels about being coupled up with Jeremy. I thought it was really interesting that she would say this because she really gave no value. She says that Jeremy is sweet and he makes her breakfast whenever. I said, girl, all of them guys make y'all breakfast whenever. What are you saying? What else do y'all do? What else is it about you being coupled up with Jeremy that you like? Talking about some he's sweet and he make my breakfast whenever. What? Shut up. Let's move on, okay? Jeremy mom popped in. I said, oh, hey, mama. How are you? We learned that his mama is a jokester, so that's where he gets it from. But Jeremy, where was your daddy at? He was what? Oh, he was in the back. So she already met your father. Okay, because he was on set. Okay, and that's why your daddy couldn't be on the screen with your mama because, oh, okay then. Oh, well, all right then. America was just trying to find out. Oh, okay. So if y'all was wondering, honey, just know that Jeremy daddy was somewhere on set, and that's the reason why he was not sitting right there next to the mama. And they tried to act like dad didn't exist, okay? Until Jeremy sat up there and said, I was raised by two good parents. And she said, you bet your ass you were, okay? That made me think about that lady from social media when she said, put me out. I want you to put me out. But she was like, his mom was like, you bet your ass you were. I was like, okay, but if he was raised by the two good parents, why won't his dad walk from the back? Okay. But I guess Bailey already met him. The whole cast met him, so it's whatever. What else is going on? Jeremy said that he was really, really missing home for a little bit. And I said, I guess that explains why when all of the stuff went down with Florida, he really would have much rather have gone home at that time versus having to stay, because he looked like he was exhausted, he was drained and tired of being on that island day in and day out. Okay. Cory and his grandma decided to show up. I guess his black father was like, listen, I ain't ready to be on screen. I ain't trying to deal with all these. You can go and sit up there, Mary Lou. Go and get up there, y'all going on. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this barbecue while y'all go ahead and have this sit down with Cory. Let me tell y'all, the grandma face was so straight. The grandma face was straight when Miss Olivia came out. She probably had one laugh. Grandma, I say grandma not featuring you, girl. I don't care. Let me tell you something about grandmamas. You not fooling grandmamas, and most of the time you not fooling no dads. Okay, grandma was not feeling you, Miss Olivia, but she she was saving all of her face for Cory. Give me 1 second, y'all. I got somebody trying to call me, honey. I don't know what you want. I know what you want, but I'm gonna tell girl, you gotta know, you gotta understand that I am on live right now. I think that's very rude and very disrespectful. So I'm gonna text her right now and tell her, do not interrupt me when I'm talking to my subscribers. Period. Shout out to the MacBook. Thank you. Send that right on. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. Okay. I want to make sure you guys are still there because she definitely tried to tap in more than once, and I think that's very disrespectful. But we're gonna get back, okay? Where else was I? I was talking about the grandmama. So Cory Grandmama was not featuring Miss Olivia at all. She was saving face for her grandson, okay? What else did we hear? His mom said that she's so glad that they coupled up. I was like, Mama, what you mean? You mean that you so glad he got somebody? Because I know you're not glad that they coupled up. So that's probably what you meant. I'm glad that he got somebody. Gotcha. Okay. Olivia's mom wanted to know if Olivia could see herself, could see a husband in Cory. Y'all know that was tough for Olivia to answer. Olivia was really like, girl, I can't answer that. Okay. You know, because I know myself. I know how I get. Yeah. You get unhappy. You get unsatisfied. You feel like you always finding an issue. Okay, as to why you shouldn't be in a situation with somebody or in a relationship or whatever, girl. That's what we've been seeing from you, Miss Mamas. So she says that I'll say this: he's everything in a guy that I would want. Okay, so that, but she ain't gonna necessarily say that he's the one, as in the husband. I'm like, all right, well, I guess. And then I also feel like maybe that makes sense considering the fact that you have only been talking to him for 2 weeks at this point, girl. So that's probably a thing as well. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. What else I got? Kira and Will. So we get to Kira and Will. Did we get to everybody? Yeah, Bailey. We got to Cory, Atlanta, Charlie. I talked about them. Yeah, Trina. Got to all of them. So Kira and Will. Will talks with his family, and of course, he's up there bragging about Miss Kira, feeling as though, like, listen, she's that girl. I don't have to deal with no drama. I ain't got no issues with this girl. It's not toxic or anything, okay? So that's how he's feeling. His family thinks that they made that the two of them have a really good connection, okay? So Kira comes over. She meets the family. Her family pops in, okay? First is her sister. She's all that happy, okay? Everything going well. Thank you so much, Rhea. I hope I said your name correctly. I'm loving your reviews. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. So when it came down to the dad, because you know everybody wanted to get their thoughts, I really felt like I think the mom may be indifferent. I think she just wants her daughter to be happy no matter how many times she gets her heart broke. She really wants to see that for her daughter. You know what I'm saying? She wants that happiness for her. When it comes down to the sister looked like she wanted to say more as well. I feel like the sister kind of may have understood where the dad was coming from, but I also feel like she wants her sister to be happy, but she also probably don't trust Will. But something about the energy her sister was giving off, and I wanted her to like spit it out. When it came down to her dad because Kira said something like, I want to be able to give 100%. I want to be able to give 100% of myself, you know, and get my heart completely broken, than to give 50% of myself and get my heart broken. It could be me, y'all. It could be me. Because I feel like if you give 50% of yourself, or at least not 100%, I don't think your heart will get too broke. I don't think it will get all the way broke. But it may be me. Okay. I don't think it'll get all the way broke. But if it's 100%, because you was all in, you was all focused, it's definitely going to get broke. So, I mean, I didn't understand. I just felt like whatever makes you feel good at this point, Miss Kira, whatever makes you happy, go with that. Her dad felt like it was like a 70-30. Like, is it a 50-50, you know what I'm saying, type of love? Like, it's a 70-30. Basically, her dad was alluding to the fact that, listen, girl, you probably into this man more than this man is into you. Okay, so once again, this is creating more doubt for Miss Kira because of what people have been saying around the villa. Then she turn around and see what the public has to say, and then she see what her own family has to say about this. Okay, so Kira is just over there bawling her eyes out, and I just feel like, dang, girl, that's like the worst cry, when you crying so hard, but you really trying to be silent at the same time and not bring attention to yourself. Like, she was really going through it on her side of the stairs. But then meanwhile, Will over here talking to the guys like he's just so happy and all is well and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I don't know how this gonna go. Let me say, I do know how this gonna go. Kira ain't going nowhere. That's how this gonna go. Kira's not gonna go anywhere. She may be honest with her thoughts with Will and stuff, but I think Kira is going to continue to be with Will, as I've said before, until Will makes the decision to not be with her. Those are my thoughts about that situation. But overall, I think the episode was cool for what it was. It was cute to see them meet the families and stuff. I mean, what else do they have going on? They're not going to bring no more people in. I think tomorrow night they said they're going to be letting go of a couple. I'm hoping that couple is actually Charlie. I'm hoping it's Charlie in Atlanta. I am. Let's go ahead and get these guys off of the island. They can go ahead and scoot on over to the back. I wouldn't be mad about that at all. Who else Jeremy could go too. That'll be cool. But I feel like at this point, I'm gunning for Charlie more than I'm gunning for, Jeremy or whatever. And who else we got? I mean, Trina, I hope the last three couples are Trina and Andre. Well, it's going to be 4 couples because I think they're only dropping 1 person. But my top 3 will have to be, of course, Will and Kira. Cory and Olivia's going to stay because Cory is a fan favorite for some people. I don't know why, but okay. And then Trina and Andre. That's who I could see staying. But we don't know how it's going to go because I don't think we make any votes. I went to the app. I didn't see any voting. So it seems like it's going to be something that the group may make a decision on who they are going to let go. But let me go ahead and hop on over here to you guys' comments and see what it is you guys are saying. Cory's grandmama was not impressed and was not. Do you hear me? Miss Mama laughed probably one time and came back to this straight face. Okay, she was not here for it. I think Cory's grandma she just wasn't pleased. And let me tell you, grandma see fake when she know fake. She see that this lady been on this earth long enough to know. Okay, girl, I see right through you. And not Will trying to comfort Trina like, send them home, literally crumbling in front of America. Will was trying to comfort Trina. Oh, you mean on the next episode when he felt as though she was instigating? See, that's why I can't stand Will. I just, And see, that right there, he gives me, like, outside of the house, I'm sure there are things you need to work on, Will, because you're giving me controlling vibes. Will gives me the type of person, and Kira gives me the type of person that will go for this. Like, he may possibly put you in a position to isolate you from people that may not agree or may make you think or look at him in a different light. He'll start to try to isolate her from other people. And because Kira desires love and the fantasy and the idea of love so much, she will be willing to separate herself from those individuals at the same time. So I don't really know. Well, at least that's what was crossing my mind. Let me see what else you guys say. Will has so many red flags. I hope Kira takes her father's words seriously. I mean, it seems like she was, the way she was crying, but y'all know Kira hard-headed. Kira is hard-headed, okay? She be wanting to know the truth, but don't really want to know the truth. And Kira just got a hard head, and a hard head make a soft, okay? Okay, so I just hope she be ready to take that 100% heartbreak like she said that she was gonna be able to take. If Kira having doubts between them, it's already gone. Already gone. And I have to blame Will for that because he fractured the trust. Like he could have operated like Cory did. Like I'm not Cory, but Josh. Like granted, Josh did do wrong by sitting up there and kissing Leslie. Like I want to see what it's like, whatever. You know, he did do wrong, but he also was clear, you know, about like, listen, I felt like outside of the challenges, Cory didn't give anybody else room to think that there would be more or anything because he was so, I keep saying Cory, Josh didn't give anyone anything outside of the challenges to make them think that it could be anything more. And I felt like Will could have really stood his ground and been like, no, don't sleep in my bed, or he could have did more, and he didn't. Let me see what else. It was something else I was gonna say about that, but I forgot. So hopefully it comes back to me. Something tells me Kira is going to go for Will. Yeah, Kira already said it herself. She'd rather get 100% and get hurt like girl would. Yeah. So I just hope she's ready for the 100% heartbreak that she's going to be receiving. That's a great question. They probably tired of us voting or tired of us complaining one or the other. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We are going to find out. Let me scroll down here and see what else y'all got. Yes, that threw me off. Like, girl, no, I'd rather leave and keep my respect for myself. Exactly. And that's what I was gonna say about how Will showed himself to be in Casa Amor. When he could have been so true and just be, especially with him acting like he's so all in love, he could have distanced himself and made sure the women understood outside of the challenge is not going to be anything. But then, God damn it, I keep losing my train of thought. So let me think and see what it was that I was about to say about. It's gonna come back to me. I'm gonna skip. It's gonna come back to me. God damn it, about Will as. Let me go to this one. Kira copies everything he wants. She can be allergic to seafood, but if Will says he loves it, then she loves it too. That is very true. That's what I was gonna say. I keep forgetting it. Let me say it before I go into anything else. It's the fact that he's still holding you in a situationship pattern. Not only did he go out and he do wrong and cost her more and stuff, but then when you come back, he's still pigeonholing you in this situationship and not giving you anything. So I feel like she should look at those two things like, okay, cool. Well, if you're not going to elevate me to, you know, a committed relationship like I desire, then I think that we should cease everything. So, I mean, I would love to see her cease things after they get out the, you know, Love Island or whatever, which I doubt. But I mean, if she did it before then, I wouldn't be mad either. But I'm like, don't let him operate how the hell he want to operate in Casa Amor. You forgive him and you take him and you take him, and then you ask him if he's ready for commitment, and he tells you no. What the fuck? Like, what we doing then? And then she's compromising again. She says, well, I came into this house because I wanted a committed relationship and I wanted this and I wanted something real. But everything that you said for yourself, that you said you wanted, you're willing to take it and put it on the back burner just to get you an ounce of love from this person that's not even really 100% giving you that. Talking about these things he still need to work on, then go work on this by yourself. If you feel like you got things you need to work on, go over there and work on it. Why did you come to Love Island? Go over there with your shit. Wasting people's time. Kira is in too deep and is settling. Kira can watch Will have sex with someone else in front of her face, and if he explains himself, she gonna take him with open arms. Why do I believe this? Why do I believe this? Some of their family members didn't look too impressed. They didn't. And that's what I was getting from Olivia's mom. I don't think Olivia's mom was too impressed. I think she just ultimately wants her daughter to be happy. I really do. I don't think she was impressed. I think she knows her daughter. I think she sees her daughter how America sees her daughter. She just got with this young man to prevent her from leaving and getting out the villa. So her mom didn't seem impressed with him at all. Not Charlie's mom shading Cash and talking about grandbabies. I felt some type of way about it. I don't know. I want to believe that she would have said the same thing if Cash was sitting in her face. I would want to believe that. She could be a grandma that just wants some kids, you know, some grandkids, despite who it come from, you know. I'm trying to see the best in her when everyone else around can only see the worst in her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to see the best of her if I ain't gonna see the best in her child. Yikes. A lot of the family members were keeping it cute for the cameras, weren't they? Weren't they? Jeremy's dad wasn't he? He was busy producing the show. That's why. That's why he couldn't come out there and greet the girls, but he already met them. Facts, like, don't be shady towards Cash. I love seeing Trina's family. Girl, they started speaking in their language. I was like, what is it? I wish I knew it. Dang, I wish I knew. It was cute though. It was really cute. Charlie's mom comment definitely had me feeling some type of way. The winners, Andre and Trina. I would like to see. I wouldn't be mad. I'm telling y'all, if they win, I will be happy. I will be happy. Because Andre can spend that money on that beautiful little girl, especially since he's looking forward to taking her school shopping. And Miss Trina can go ahead and do what she needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Pay her for her pain, pay her for her time, and you can say the bullshit because everything is period, okay? So that's why I'm like, hey, double for your trouble, honey. Give that girl that money. I wouldn't be mad at it. Y'all know Jeremy dad was working hard. Of course. She was so adorable. She was so cute. I love when they talked about the cannonball. And he was like, when I do a cannonball, you have to do one just like me. Like, it was just so freaking cute. They were too adorable. Too adorable. Well, let me scroll down. Why was I thinking that he ain't show his face because he too big? Y'all is on Jeremy's dad's ass. Oh my God, most definitely came off colorist vibes when she's not the brightest crayon in the box neither. Yikes. I'm trying to see. I don't be seeing it how y'all be seeing it now. This lady just said, I'm so glad he picked you. I'm so glad he picked you. Well, shit, that, you know what? When I think about it, I'm so glad he picked you. That was a bit shady, ma'am. That was a bit shady. So you ain't even have to bring that up. She didn't even have to bring that up. She could just told this girl, you are so beautiful. You know, I'm glad you guys coupled up. Nah, we probably would took that wrong too, bitch. Just don't say that about the coupling. Just say she cute and keep it moving, mama. Okay, her mom and sister seem the type to take anyone in. Her dad keeps it real. Talking about Miss Kira. Charlie's mom vibe was a little off. You know why it was off? Because Charlie's mom had a whole lot of things to say, and they chopped this down. I'm telling you, because I'm like, how you come out the blue talking about something, and you know, I got your back. You know, I got your back. Okay, let me tell you, Charlie's mama had more things to say. Okay, and it was not good for them to put it on CBS. She had a lot of things to say, I am sure. Because how you go from telling this girl she's beautiful, you want some grandkids and stuff like that, get to know each other, whatever, maybe you can meet her, to saying, you know, I got your back. Okay? Because I'm mama. If ain't nobody else got, let me tell y'all, that lady said some other things that they had to chop and screw. Oh my God. And Kira dad, I live for 70-30. He definitely was giving, I can't cuss you out, but let me put and you know what else I think? I felt like Kira's dad was like, Will, you doing too much, sir? I see right through you. Because when she came, he was feeling all on her butt and stuff. And I was like, can you be a bit more reserved in front of this girl parents for the first time? Number one. Number two, when he got ready to go, he kissed her. Completely fine. And then after that, he just squeezed her and kissed her. That energy for me gave me you trying to oversell to the family that you really care about their child. It was off. The energy was off to me. Charlie's mom is one of them shady mamas. Did you hear Charlie say he ain't ready? He ain't ready for what? Oh, for what his mama had to say, because he knew she was gonna keep it real. Oh. Now that is not nice. That's not nice. Girl, you know that man was working hard at work. They've been working round the clock since this show started. You know they don't get no breaks like that. Charlie's mom want her son with a light bright woman. I don't know why, cause she dark as me. I don't know why. I guess they be wanting them pretty grandbabies. Y'all better be careful, cause a lot of these people be getting like what's his name? Was it Gilbert Arenas? Is that the one? I don't know if it's Gilbert. Is it Gilbert? I think it's Gil. So Gloria Govan, if you guys ever watch Basketball Wives, Gloria Govan and her sister Laura Govan, I think it's a Laura Govan, she had kids. I really want to say it was by Gil. And he thought that because she was who she is, like I don't know what their background is or anything, but I really want to say it's probably like Hispanic or something like that, or Latina, something like that. But he thought he was gonna get some light brights, and them children about as brown as me, dark as me, honey. But they gorgeous, like of course, like those kids are beautiful children. But I think he thought he was gonna get some light brights. And he didn't get that. And ever since they like had their kids, he done gave this lady hell about them children. And I'm like, y'all be going up to these people thinking that you gonna get these light bright children, and it don't always end up like that. Sometimes it do. Sometimes it don't. What else is going on? Nah, he could have hired a dad to throw us off the scent, honey. Hilarious. His mama called him Cookie. Talking about y'all got me cracking up today. Charlie mama called him Cookie. Was it Charlie's mama? Apparently Jeremy's dad working for CBS has been debunked. Interesting. We're gonna stand by it until I get hard evidence. And if he don't work for CBS, why your daddy wasn't there? Just like I was asking Cory Dad. I feel like Cory Dad was in that room though. Because the way his mama and grandmama kept looking over, I said they probably looking over at his dad. He's refusing to be on screen right now. I am on the voting panel now. 52% voted for Olivia and Cory as the family everyone is most excited to see. If that's how they're moving, then Cory and Olivia has won the show. And that's that. Charlie's mom created a handsome son. You hear me? Charlie is fine. I don't give what no one else got to say. He is fine. Okay. We ain't say he won. We said his ways was ugly, but we didn't call Charlie ugly. But okay. I understand. If New Girls walked in and they had an extra week or two, Charlie and Jeremy would have found someone else. Yeah, I think so. Yep, that was Jeremy daddy. Somebody he was gonna go ahead and finish the barbecue because he didn't want to be a part of that foolishness. Okay. Oh yeah, girl, that was somebody calling my phone. And I was like, what you calling me for, honey? But anyway, let's move on. Granny could not have. She couldn't. Let me tell you, I love grandmamas. I love to see grandmothers on TV. I hate the fact that they don't have a grandma reality show because I feel like they be the most realist people. For the most part, they be the most authentic people. I don't want the grandmamas that be having all the work done and, trying to look like the younger ladies. No, I want some true, authentic grandmamas. Okay, older ladies, because they like, if y'all ever seen Love After Lockup, it's a guy named Ray. His grandmother is everything. She keeps it so real. I love grandmamas on reality TV, bro. They be and I feel like it's probably hard to censor them because they just too honest and they don't have time for the FS. They call it exactly how they see it. I love it. Cory's dad was wondering if Olivia's mom had or was gonna wear a MAGA cap. She see through the BS. What that tweet say and Emmy. Absolutely. Grandma probably wanted cash, probably so. In Olivia's defense, you're not broken. There's some backstory of Olivia's life, more to this story. That is very true. And that's the reason why she was really, really crying. Based on her story, because her mama said she was broken right before she came in or something. So I guess she had just suffered a breakup or whatnot. And when she came in, and when she sat down talking to her mom and she was crying everything, she said something about Cory being the guy that she would want. He's the type of guy she would want, but not like marriage material yet. I felt like she was kind of probably giving him a lot of credit to her being a person that now feels worthy and deserves, to have a good person. And I'm like, I don't give Cory credit for SHI nor AT. I give that credit to them girls in that villa that was around there building you up, especially Cash. And I'll give that to Trina. So I'm gonna give that credit to them ladies that was up there in that villa helping you to see that. And I think probably this experience as well. I don't think Cory contributed to her realizing that she deserves more or anything like that. And I haven't even seen Cory have those type of conversations. I seen Giovanni trying to get through to her, but I think that Cash definitely helped her out in that department amongst the other ladies. I think Olivia's mom is unsure of marriage and Cory thus the crying, but mom doesn't want her hurt. I can believe that. Kira's dad has also been watching the show as it's been edited. Excuse me. Everyone's calling Jeremy CBS. What? Everyone's calling Jeremy's a CBS producer. Imagine how his dad feels. Boring, no personality, lousy kisser, womanizer. Ooh, yikes, honey. Yikes. Uh-oh. I missed that one. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Did I miss it? Where did it go? One second, y'all. I'm trying to find this tweet. I guess they just went away. I mean, not the tweet, but the post. My family would have dragged Will. Kira's family definitely raised her because they are just as oblivious as she is. Except for her dad, because her dad knew what was up. He didn't crack not one smile that I saw from the moment he met Will. But her sister and him, they'll be shaky. And everyone with eyes know she ain't being real. Something off about her and Cory. Olivia's mom don't feel Cory. Cory grandma don't like Olivia. Not much for a family reunion, honey. She don't need to go meet the parents. She don't need to meet nobody else. These family interviews actually last, okay, so they were like 10 or 15 minutes long, but the show only shows 30 seconds. I thought they probably would have been about an hour long because I felt like Charlie mama had some things to get off her chest. And they definitely chopped it down. I wish they would put it on the drop, but I don't think they're going to give us too much. I don't think they're going to let us see too much. This season was very messy. It was a good season, though, for the most part, despite the fact that Cash went home sooner than what we wanted. I think this was a pretty good season. It was very messy, though. So I'm hoping that they give us another Love Island really soon. I really don't want to wait months and months for another Love Island. I kind of want them to be like, okay, once we get out of the house, we're going to take a break. And then at the top of next year, we're going to give y'all something else. Okay? Or the end of this year. I'll take that. But we'll have to see. If Andre and Trina get voted out tomorrow, I will officially be done with this season. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about that either. No, he's not. He's definitely not into Trina. He just wants like a friendship or whatnot. But I still want to continue to see them to the end. Watch next episode. They're going to vote the wrong couple again. You know what? Sounds about right at this point. Sounds about right. That's what they're going to do. As much as I be having hope, that's what they're going to do. The only family member that was excited to see the other one was Trina and Andre. I don't think Andre is into Trina like that, but I like when they was talking to each other's family. True. And I wonder if it was probably because they was the first people, maybe, and Trina was super excited. Nah, I think everybody was probably just excited. And then it's like the energy started to decrease. The energy started to decrease the more and more people got to see their families. Yikes. It started great and ended not so good. Andre and Trina may get voted out because they're in a friendship couple, which sucks. I was rooting for them. I'm hoping they stay, but it also depends on what the question is being asked. You know, like the last time it was like, which couple has the most potential? It was like, or the least amount of potential. It was like, where does this question even come from? What is that? What is that? So, I mean, they might get voted out, you know. They may say, vote on who you think is really likely to survive outside of the damn house. Okay, in a relationship. Then, of course, that's a shoe-in for Trina and Andre to go about their damn business. And then the 4 couples are going to be everybody else. So Lisa, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited for next episode. These producers know there's some people being fake. I hope the tea is hot tomorrow. Let us pray, because it's been quite warm. It's been quite warm. Not a single not a single couple can get my vote. The show is about to end, and all the real connections are not in the villa. Shannon and Josh, Cash and Cinco, Amy and Wes should have been the top 3 finale. I agree. Dang, that would have been a good one, y'all. If they would have stayed to the end, that would have been a good one. But you know who I would have voted for? Amy and Wes. I would have voted for Amy and Wes. And the reason why I would have voted for them, I know, I hear y'all right now. What? Over Cash? I hear y'all. Yes. Because I would have felt like Amy and Wes would have been the ones with the least amount of problems. That man came in knowing exactly who he wanted. He ain't had no confusion about nothing. It was none of that. And I would have definitely went right on ahead and voted for them too. But ultimately, it would have been between Cash and Cinco and Amy and Wes. You know what I'm saying? Let me scroll down. Charlie ain't even ready for babies. He said, nah. Atlanta dad ain't ready. He said, take your time. He did. Charlie got to learn to make spaghetti, honey. Dang, now I think I'm going to vote for Trina and Andre. I hate friendship couples, but I like both of them. It wouldn't be a bad choice at all. Kira's dad did not like Will at all. He will be the next lady. Oh, he will be with the next lady he finds attractive and will be kissing all over her. Will would not commit to Kira when she asked about security and a commitment. Agreed. And he's going to know how to get himself out of these situations when he do wrong, because Kira is teaching him exactly what it is that he needs to do. She's showing him exactly what it is he needs to do when he makes her upset. All he got to do is put a little talking over here, do a little this and that, hype her up a bit, make her think like she's that girl, give her kisses all over her body, and then they're going to move on to the next thing. And she's going to go in that cycle for quite some time until she's ready to get off that merry-go-round. Will was hugging and kissing Kira with a death grip because he knows she's his chick. He'll be damned before Trina messes with his money, though he needs to come at Olivia with that same energy. Because I'm kind of like, yes, how are you coming at Trina like this when Olivia was the one that dropped some bombs as well? So what is that about? Unless we are going to see him come at Trina and come at Olivia, and they just showed us Trina for the preview. So I want to see how that's going to pan out. And hopefully Miss Trina does not back down. I want her to give him the same work that she gave Charlie. Who you talking to like that? I'm not Shannon. Let's be clear. Let's be real clear about that. I'm not Shannon. Okay? And see that right? I don't know about Will. We're going to have to watch this, okay? We're gonna have to watch how Mr. Will is, honey. Because he feel like he could just come and approach women and talk to them any kind of way and try and get over on these ladies any kind of way that he wants to. I don't really like it. Okay. Y'all saw how he was trying to prolong his exit to see what they say. Will was not trying to leave Kira alone. I was wondering why the hell did he walk all the way up to the TVs to exit? I said, I don't think I seen anybody walk all the way up to the screens to what the hell what are you doing? I don't understand him. I really do feel bad for Kira, but she is bringing it on herself for not challenging Will. I don't know if I feel bad for Kira no more. I don't know if I feel bad because Kira is highly aware. She knows her wrongs. She knows what she's doing, and she's continuing to make these same mistakes. I don't know if I feel bad for Kira, especially after she made that damn statement talking about something. I'd rather go all the way in 100% and get my heart 100% broken. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I can't. I wanted to see Cory's mother to understand why he made the dating choices he did. Interesting. I mean, I feel like he can make whatever choices he wants. My issue with Cory is when he first got a chance to, I think, sit down with Florida. Florida said, where'd you get, was it Flo? It was somebody that asked him, where'd you get your eyes from? First of all, it's a dumbass question. Dumbass, what do you mean? Where did he get his eyes from? What the fuck? He was like, I don't know, I think I'm adopted. I'm like, boy, why would you say that ignorant shit? All of y'all damn near look alike. You and your siblings, you're mixed. Your dad is black, your mama is white. What do you mean? I think I'm adopted. Where did that even come from? That was just I don't know, I think I'm adopted. What the fuck? That was, I mean, whether I was a white mama or a black mama, I would have cussed him out for that when he got to the house. What the hell do you mean? You think you're adopted? Excuse me? I feel like that's disrespectful to your siblings. Talking about some damn you think you adopted. What the fuck? I was like, I can't. And additional for him to say that makes me think, Cory, are you not happy with your damn self or something? What the hell is going on? Will is weird for calling Trina manipulative. Will is manipulative for calling Trina manipulative. The hell? I hope she gave him that work too. This episode wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. I'm honestly over Kira. I am. They spent a good minute or two on just Kira alone crying. Trina and Andre might be going home because it's the Islanders' choice and they always choose wrong. 1000%. And then it also depends on how the question is phrased. And they're going to want to honor that. And we'll see. I just feel like Miss Olivia has a lot of influence. I feel like, once Cash moved out of her position, it came to Olivia. So, I don't know. We're going to see. And it depends on how they vote. It depends on, I can't wait to see how they're going to do this tomorrow because they dang sure ain't got us voting. It's going to be interesting to see this. I think Will may be calling Trina a hypocrite because he is close to her too, and she was there for him when he was crying, and now she's telling Kira he is not good for her. Great point. Forgot all about that. Definitely forgot about that when he sat down and he cried to her. He cried to Trina. Yes. Interesting. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Charlie is emotional a statue? No feelings whatsoever. All the Islanders that have been voted off are pulling for Cory and Olivia, so I think it's influencing the vote to make them front runners. I can highly believe that, especially with everybody praising Cash and wanting Cash. She was the ultimate fan fave, Cash was. And when she got on that live with Giovanni West and whoever else, she said she thinks Cory and Olivia were going to win. So there's that. Highly influenced. Trina and Andre has 23%. Atlanta and Charlie has 4%. Voting with meeting the family. So how did Cory and Olivia get the most votes out of damn Kira and Will? I'll be more interested to see what their family's gonna say over Cory and Olivia. Where did that come from? Who said that? Hilarious. They could have my grandmother or grandfather on the show. I can't get behind Olivia and Cory, but I think since Cash wants them to win, her fans, and there's that. There's that. But little do Cash know my vote ain't going over there, Miss Suzanne. It's not. So that's dead in the water there. He probably was hiding behind the TV, honey. I don't think he wanted to be seen. I think Olivia and Trina put the relationship problems in the atmosphere so that America would judge them negatively in the final vote. Think about it. Their talk is recorded for national viewing. Granted, but I also feel like the producers show us what they want us to see. So, I mean, it could have been a little bit of both. Cash and Shannon, Olivia are mean girls. Kira deserves to be picked, and they picked Trina. Trina was given more than one chance to find love. We never voting for olive oil, period. Justice for Giovanni. Yes, I like Trina as a whole. No, yes, like Trina is a whole psychiatric nurse out here. You think she's going for that mess? Absolutely not. I don't know what Miss Trina is going to go for. I do not know what she's going to go for, but I'm hoping that she definitely puts Will in his ultimate place. But just like somebody mentioned earlier, he confided in her. He cried to this woman. He was crying to her, and then she turned around and betrayed him. So I guess I kind of see his point about calling her a hypocrite. I like Cash, but she cannot help me choose who I want to win, period. I vote by who I'm feeling the most. My vote is mine, not Cash's. I don't get why people stand Giovanni. He was a walking me. Like Olivia said, we like Giovanni. Giovanni was fun in the house. I knew he was going to play too much, but I really wanted him to get to the place where he was going to be able to find that love. And he was robbed of that opportunity. He didn't get a chance to do that. I think had he been on the show longer, we would have got to see more of his softer side. Not to mention all the girls from Casa Amor that came into the house wanted Giovanni. Not many people came in the house wanting Olivia. Jeremy and Charlie show more emotion when they're looking at themselves in the mirror. Yikes. I doubt it. I think they're probably going to keep them to the very end for entertainment purposes. All right, y'all. It's like 53 minutes in. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Let me see what this person. For Cory and Olivia to be 29, they definitely come across as young, right? Don't it? Damn. Yes. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like on your way out. Thank you guys so much. I will not be live tomorrow, so you'll get an uploaded video on Friday. Thursday, I'll be on my channel hosting a live show with the Ooh Ladies First panel, and we discuss a lot of different reality shows that are out here, like Real Housewives of Potomac, Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we'll have a good old time. So you guys are welcome to come back and hang out with us tomorrow. If not, that's cool. I'll see you guys on Friday in my review for the latest Love Island. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.